Hi everyone, my name is Kaylee Henderson and today I will teach you about the journey to ancient Greece architecture. Shall we begin this journey? Besides Greece being well known for their mythologies and legends on gods and goddesses, they were also known for their exquisite and unique variation of their architecture. What is most beautiful about the Greek temples is how each structure's design is unique and tells a fascinating story that instantly captivates and gives you a little insight of the culture and their history. Here, I will discuss about 4 things throughout this presentation. Number 1, the history of ancient Greece's architecture. Number 2, the 3 principles of classical orders of Greek or Roman architectures, designs, Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian, as well as the temple that is constructed with all 3 orders. Number 3, the most popular temples of ancient Greece that demonstrates the classical orders of Greek architecture. And number 4, how is the ancient Greek architecture used today? One of Greece's finest architecture are that of their various temples. Like, what is most profound about these astonishing buildings are the unique design and style that were used to construct these magnificent column structures that were used for honor and house deities, statues that were known to protect the communities, such as Zeus, Athena, Apollo, etc. These designs were known for their 3 principles of the classical order of Greek temples: Doric, which is thicker and heavier column, that meaning its strength and masculinity; Corinthian, complex and elaborate; sleek, fluted, slender; and then Ionic, that is consists of narrow columns, scrolls or spiral, giving a natural beauty. One of Greece's finest architecture are that of the various temples. What is most profound about these astonishing buildings are the unique design and style that were used to construct these magnificent columns structures that were used as to honor and house deities, statues that were known to protect the communities, such as Zeus, Athena, and Apollo, etc. These designs were known for their 3 principles of the classical order of Greek temples: Doric, which is thicker and heavier column that includes the strength and masculinity; Corinthian would be the complexity and the elaborate, sleek, fluted, slender; and then the Ionic being narrow column scrolls of spiral rolls gives a natural beauty. Here we will learn of the history of the Greek temples. These built brilliant temples. Here is our first temple that is based on Ionic order, and this is the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, if I pronounced that correctly. Completed in 6th century BC, 120 years to completed 560 BC to 365 BC. Located near the ancient city of Ephesus and 75 kilometers 47 miles south of Izmir, Turkey, is at the edge of Salak. The inspiration was considered to be known as one of the 7 wonders of the world. This gorgeous temple, which was named in honor of the goddess Artemis, Temple of Diana, was built in Ephesus. Made of first to be constructed of the finest marble, 350 feet in length and 180 feet wide, by the designer Chersphone by request of the king of Lydia, 560-546 BC. Made of 127 columns, 60 feet, 2 rows that wrap around the temple with 8 in the front and back of the exterior. Sadly destroyed in 262 CE by Goths. Here is our second order, which is Doric, and this is the Temple of Apollo at Corinth. Completed in 540 BCE. The location was at Corinth, Greek Corinthos, city of Peloponnese. It was inspired and known for its earliest temples that dominate ancient Corinth. This structure was made in honor of the Greek god Apollo and the symbol of growth and prosperity. Made of containing limestone, peripeteral, 42 monolithic, and 6 by 15 over 7-mile high center was divided of 3 columns. In antis, pronaos, central oblong rectangle in 2 parts, cella, and the rear 2 columns in antis, opisthodomos. So our last order, which is Corinthian, I wanted to do this on Pantheon, and this is actually well known in Pantheon, Rome. Completed in 126 through 128 AD, was finished by the Roman Emperor Trajan Hadrian. Inspiration was heavily influenced by ancient Greece architecture. It is used as a testament as well as a genius and skill of the Romans. Made a pozzolano cement, which is volcanic ash and lime. The magnificent large granite Corinthian column, which is 8 in front and 4 in back. A rectangle entry is attached to the porch, and behind the front is an astonishing dome structure with a central opening, which is an oculus. The height of the domes, which is cella, as well as interior, stands at 43 meters, which is 142 feet. And also, in fact, once during the 7th century, it was used as a church to dedicate St. Mary's and the Martyrs. And also, this temple was widely known to influence like libraries, museums, etc. So this is mostly very, very popular. Last but not least, I just want to cover one of the temples that today, ancient Greek architecture designs have been an inspiration for houses, buildings, and other constructions, including the White House and the U.S. Capitol, which were known to have columns on the front. The Greek revival style that was used for these buildings symbolized the strength and beauty of ancient Greece. As we wrap up this video, I want to thank everyone for personally watching this video and understanding the three basic orders of Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian. I hope everyone understands and learns about all of this and understand a little bit about ancient Greece. So thank you so much. Have a great one. Has all three of the orders, which is Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian. It's the Temple of Apollo at Epicurus at Bacchae. Completed in late 5th century by 400 BC, 400 BC. The location is Phegalia, Greece. Lonely heights of Arcady Mountains, forgotten in 1700, were discovered in the 8th century. Inspired in honor of the god Apollo, Epicurus, god of healing, by the people of Phegalians believed that he protected them from plague and invasion. The temple was also known for its exquisite beauty and harmony of its stone and construction. Designed by Ectinos and built with gray Arcadian limestone. However, the Bacchae frieze was normally made of marble dimension, are 14.48 by 38.24, and stylobate is 38.3 by 14.5 meters. An astonishing 31 meters long frieze surrounds the inside on 4 sides. Surprisingly, multiple features as well as the 3 orders of Greek architecture were all used for the temple. This temple consists of 3 chambers: pronaos, naos, and opisthodomos. On to the temple's dwellings were built around the 9th and 6th century BCE by Athenian tyrants and completed by the Roman Emperor Hadrian around the 2nd century, which was 638 years ago. Originally made of mud, bricks, or stone, peripteral single row of pillars, as well as colonnade, long columns on both sides. These 20-meter high structures, not including the roof, the first ever dwelling was typically made of wood and was constructed around 800 BC, and apparently wood was much more easier to make versus stone.